Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're gonna do our cotton cuts. It says Tree of Life Puzzle Mystery Quilt, and I decided to start back with this one because my wrist into my thumb is, giving me trouble. So these are already cut, so I don't have to put any pressure on it to cut pieces. So plus I'm behind on it. I'm probably gonna do, I've got 2 and 3 to get caught up on. 4 will probably be out before I even get these finished and posted. So I'm going to do those and get caught up on it, and then we'll move on from that because I have other things I have to, everything else needs cut then. So what I did was I laid them out exactly like the picture here, and I counted. I have 12 of A in this cut. I have 4 of C, 8 of D, and then I have 8 of 8, 8 of A, 8 of D, and 4 of D in these two. So now we're just going to move on to the second page, and we're just going to follow it step by step. I'll just leave it lay there for now, so you can't really see it. It doesn't give the measurements. Again, it is a paid subscription, so I can't give those away, but I am going to sew along with mine for those of you that are doing it, or even I think I had 1 or 2 that signed up for it after I posted the first video. I do apologize, I'm late getting it out, but again, life happened and this is where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So first we're going to take our half squares of A and C, and we're going to make 4 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those. We're going to lay this to the side under there so you can see that too. But we're going to take, this is all 4 of these. There is only 4, so we're going to lay them out just like that. We'll get rid of that. We don't need it anymore for now. And I'm going to take 4 of this one. Ironically, I grabbed 4. So we're just going to lay them face down. I'm not going to bother lining them up just yet. I'll do that at the sewing machine because I'll have to redo it anyway. So we're going to go over, and then our next step uses these, so we're going to go ahead and sew these up, and then we'll come back and iron them open and move on to the next step. So we're just going to, this is where I'll line them up before I lay them down there. My thumb's not working right, so bear with me. It might take me a minute to get going. We're just gonna keep going along. And again, I'm so sorry, my thumb is not cooperating. It takes me longer to line these up than it used to. And last one. And I did switch this back to the thread that came with this kit. You didn't have to buy the thread, but I thought if I'm spending this much money, I might as well buy the thread too. And then it matches. So we're going to cut these open, or cut them separate. And then this does actually tell you which way to iron it to. So there's a little arrow there. I don't know if you can see it in that picture, but we're going to iron these to the A side, which is my orange fabric. I really like this fabric. I don't know what it is, but I would like some more of it. So with my hand being the way it is, and I work all the time, and my kids are starting football soon again, so I'm going to shoot for 2 videos a week, and I'm going to try my very best to keep that going. However, life is life, and we'll see how it goes. So these are going to lay just like that, A on the top, and we're going to get 4 of our D piece that's just a square. So I'm going to take 4 of those. I'm just going to lay them flat down just like it shows, and we're just going to fold it down and sew these just like that. And I'm just going to pull from them over here, line it up over there as best I can. Sorry, my thumb is a pain. And then we're going to sew these straight down. I am enjoying this so long. I have others that I need to get caught up on. I have my murder mystery one, and I was doing the so long for a quilting life, but honestly I'm not having a good time with that one, so I don't know if I'll continue it. Nothing against them, they're beautiful blocks. I'm just not having a good time, so I don't know if I'll continue it. Let me know if you want me to continue it, or let me know if you just don't even care if I do it. I wanted to like it. I was going to make a Christmas quilt, but it might just turn into... I've got 2 done. It might turn into nothing. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll feel differently sometime. Alright, we've got those done. Let's head back over. In this one it says we're going to iron it towards the half square triangles, which goes against everything I know. Sorry. We're going to iron it towards the half square triangle. Alright. Moving right along, we're going to leave them laid just like this. And we're going to take our 4 rectangle pieces of D, and they're going to get sewn to the side here. We're just following our steps on down. Oh, I guess that does have measurements on it. Whoops. Well, you've already seen it now. So we're just going to fold this. I'm actually going to turn these around because I want to... Wait a minute. Let me think. So I'll fold them over like this, but I actually want to sew with it going down. So I'm going to flip it over. So I'm going to sew the flat side, the single piece side. So let's head over. I do want to thank everybody that reached out to me asking about my hand and all the comments. You guys are amazing. And I appreciate every one of you. All right. 2 more. Any bigger than this and I should pin it. All right, this one we're going to iron to, oh, again, to the side with all these seams. Okay, now we're going to lay this to the side. We're done with it for now, it looks like. Throw them up there. Now we're going to take we're going to take all 8 of these. Let's flip them the right way. And we're going to take D, which is these. Sorry, it's taking a minute. I only have one good hand. And we're going to sew these together. So we're just going to, just like we did before, I'm just going to fold it down. And actually this is a lot, so I'm just going to pause the video and go sew these because I'm a little bit slower. And it's taking me a little longer. That's the same thing. See, my brain's a little slower too, I guess. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew these up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got those all sewn and I went ahead and ironed them open to the A side, which is the orange fabric. So now they'll all lay here like this, and we're going to take 4 A's. We're going to take 4 of these. Lay the other ones to the side, and we're going to take 4 of our A square. And we're going to sew these together to make this piece. So I can take you with me for that. It was just those half square triangles were really hard to line up and sew with my thumb like this, or my hand, my thumb, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week. Comment down below which days would be best to post them, because I can record them and save them for whatever day y'all think would be best for them to come out. You would benefit from it the most. Let me know. I'll tell you what, using these scissors doesn't feel very good either. Okay, we're going to iron these open to the half square triangle piece. I'm not doing the greatest lining these up, but they're done, so it's that. There's that. Okay, so these go just like this. So now we're going to pull this piece back out and we're going to sew them to the bottom. We're just going to fold it down. I'm going to line up the seam there. And at the end, and actually I'm going to go ahead and just pin all these. So we'll pin at the beginning too. Just keep going. We're going to line up the seam. And actually, since these are pinned and we're going over anyway, we're going to sew up the rest of it. So we're going to lay these out. We're going to make this piece. So these are going to be in the middle, this at the top, and this one at the bottom. And I'm just going to pull those. I'm actually going to start with the top here, and then I'm going to move on to these, and then I'll be able to do those because I can cut them off. So we're going to start with this. I'm just going to fold it down, flip it over. Let's get started. Last one of these. Now we'll get these done. Gonna cut those first ones off and apart real quick. Okay, now because it's late and I'm in pain, I'm going to head back over here before I move on to sewing these, and I'm going to iron these open to the A side. So I know I'm doing it right when I sew the next piece on. Because I don't want to have to use that seam ripper. Now we're gonna go back over and sew this piece to the bottom. I'm just gonna line it up here. Cut these others off so it's not a big pile back there. See, it's getting late. My thumb is starting to hurt. Maybe cutting won't be the only issue. Two more. And last one. those apart too. We're going to iron these open to the flat side, the single piece side. I don't know what you call it. I keep calling it flat, but I don't know if that's the actual word. Or title. I don't even know what that is. So we're just going to fold these around to the right way. I want them to look just like that. Now I got pins to take out of these. And then we're going to iron these to the big side. So this one. And last one. Alright, so now we got the last part to put together. I'm going to turn it this way just to make it easier. So we're just adding this piece. Well, I'll show you this way. This piece to this piece. You want to make sure A's up and your long piece is here. But I'm going to turn it because I have to pin at least in one spot to hold this down. And I'm just going to pin at the end actually because that's one piece and pinning is hurting. Lay it to the side. Next one, line up the seam first. And at the end, next one. And last one. I did it wrong. I can see I did it wrong. What a shame. Remember when I said I didn't want to use the seam ripper? So what I've done is I've sewn this together wrong. I needed to sew it like that. And I didn't. So I'm only going to rip out one and redo it. Because just wanted to show you. And I think my husband will rip the rest because he loves me. Okay. Start back over. We're going to do this one too, ripping it out. And we're going to sew it together like this. So these two are together. I will do them all, but not now. So we're going to sew this straight down. I'm just going to sew it real quick. It wouldn't be me if I didn't mess up at least once, you guys. So what side did I iron this to? The half square triangles. And then I sewed it to this one. Iron that back down flat. Nest my seam. Pin at the end. Let's go. Oh, guys. I realized I didn't take you with me on the last one. I don't even know why I tried. And this is just what you get because it's not like I can start over on this one. Okay, this one we're ironing open to the big piece side. So this is what your piece should look like. You should have your A piece, mine's orange, on the top, and then down here like a arrow, half an arrow, I don't know. So then you're going to make this. We're going to fold this over. I'm going to pin it. At least I caught it before I sewed this side all the way down. Should start doing these live so you can start yelling at me when I make the mistake. Let's go sew this up. We'll show you what one looks like. It's not a big deal. The mistake was fixable. Obviously, I did it by accident. I don't even know how I did it because I was reading the instructions, but they're fixable. So never think it's not fixable because there's nothing wrong with ripping the seam out. Now I have some to fix, but this is what you'll have. You will have 4 of this. It's like an arrow pointing down or up. That's how it shows it, is down to the left. But you'll have 4 of that. That is clue number 2 for the Tree of Life Mystery Puzzle Quilt. Puzzle Mystery Quilt. Anyway, there it is. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope if you're making it, you didn't make the mistake I made, but it is easily fixable, and I will see y'all next time. Have a great day.